with Andy Woodman after the 1-1 draw with Woking. Andy, when you get a last-minute goal, do you see it as a get out of jail, or are you still overall frustrated with the performance and 1 point instead of 3?
No, it's definitely a get out of jail. There's no doubt about that, because I didn't think we was going to get the goal. But we had enough chances again, second half. My frustration comes from, right in half-time conceding a really rubbish goal, a really poor goal, and then we know what's coming after that. They're going to camp in, and we've got a helter-skelter of 45 minutes where if we'd have gone in sort of like 0-0. It's a different second half. We know that. We've seen it many times here. And then we had a lot of chances, I felt, to get 1, 2, maybe 3. But we didn't take them, and credit to Woking, I think I keep saying it, teams ain't going to just roll over and let us do what we want to do. And, to get the last gasp goal is a relief.
You've had a few teams come to Hayes Lane in the last, let's say, 2 months. Hartlepool, Kidderminster did it. Woking are another team now have done it, where they've come, sat in a low block and essentially dared Bromley to try and break them down. Are you seeing a recurring pattern here where you're having to find...
So Halifax do it as well.
Halifax,
we beat them. The teams are going to do it. And it's going to come down to margins, it really is. I maintain what I say. You keep a clean sheet, you create chances. We kept a clean sheet today, we win 1-0. And unfortunately, that's where we're at. It's the business end. And give a cheap goal away, teams are going to camp in. You're going to be huffing and puffing, and everyone's going to get edgy, and it's a different game. And look, that's where we're at the moment. I'm going to look at it as I'm going to take the positives out of it. My team created a lot more chances again today at home, and we just didn't take them today. Where that's the disappointment. But Kido's put one in the net, and that's a plus. I said it'd come good for us. Yeah,
let's go to Kido, actually. It's been I'm going to say up and down season.
Stop-start.
Stop-start, that's the word. It's been a stop-start season for Kido. You've seen him as a youngster. I don't think his technical ability is in any doubt whatsoever. What do you think he's found difficult in terms of, I don't want to say getting to grips, but seeing what the game is like at this level and letting his talent come to the fore?
I think he's seen what most boys see when they come from 21s football, that it's real. It's not a case of it doesn't really matter if I don't play well today because I play the next game. If you don't play well, you're not in the team, you're out. And I think he's learnt that very quickly. He's realised it's about livelihoods. We want to win. We've got to take chances. We can't expect anyone, not just Kido, but any player to dip in, dip out. They've got to come in and they've got to add to the group. So that's been an adjustment for Kido. I must add, though, he's trained properly every day. He wants to learn. His attitude has been brilliant. And he's dealt with disappointment of not being involved. We're talking about a kid from Arsenal here. He's not been involved. And he's just gone out on the training pitch, trained again. So I'm hoping today's goal just gives him a little lift now, and he starts believing in Kido a little bit more than he probably has done of late.
And then lastly, obviously the Dorking win. You didn't make as many changes as you possibly might have wanted to, could have done, injuries notwithstanding, etc. It's hard now because it's essentially Saturday, Tuesday, etc. How do you rotate in these circumstances? Is it a case of you rally up and see who's fit and then go, or is there a certain call you go with?
Let me make it clear: we've had no rotation. It's just injuries, situations. We've had to pass hamstring, Ben Crowhouse knee. So obviously the goalie's been out suspension. So we've had a difficult time of late with bits and bobs. Deji obviously injured. So it's not been a case of trying to be clever and rotate and rest. I haven't had that luxury. It's been a case of putting out what I think is the best team, and trying to get results. And some days it comes off, and today, arguably, you could say it hasn't come off. You could say it's 2 points dropped, but I think anyone that was here today will go away and think that's a point gained, and that could be a really, really valuable point.
And then finally, I said that was the final question, but I lied, because of course next Saturday, or this Saturday even, this week, Solihull comes to town in the FA Trophy semi-final. Another chance to get to Wembley. Have you even had a chance to think about that, or is it think about that now this game's out of the way?
Well, do you know what? For a minute, Mash, I thought we was in a relegation battle, all the doom and gloom you keep throwing at me. I mean, look, we're not in a bad place, are we? We're third in the league. We're trying to push for second. We've got 4 games in the league left, and we've got a semi-final to get to Wembley. I don't think it's a bad return off an honest, hard-working group of players that are giving everything. So at this stage of the season, for me, it's all about being positive. Positive for the punters, the supporters, sorry, and my players. And of course, I want them to achieve, because that's what I've done all my life. But certainly by now, getting all stressed and agitated isn't the way. So I'm super positive. We've got a massive game next week. Hopefully this place will be bouncing. Hopefully I can give all these people at Bromley another day at Wembley, and then we'll move on to what's after that. It's a nice break from the league this week.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you.
Thank you.